gang-related, anything to validate you as a gang member and stick you in solitary confinement indefinitely without due process, right? And so this is being practiced in California from about 1985 up until about 2013, right? And there was a nationwide, international to some respect, an international hunger strike against long-term solitary confinement. And this hunger strike resulted in a Supreme Court case, right? And the Supreme Court case is titled Asher versus the state of California, and where people who have been in the shoe, that people who were out, people who were still in, came and testified at the Sacramento building, and they reformed that law. This resulted in a Supreme Court case. You know what I mean? So prisoners, people in prison, organizing amongst each other. You know what I mean? Across race, across gangs. You know, gangs that had historically just wanted to, just butcher each other. Right? Started working together. They started working together they came together over a shared struggle, right? And they all went on strike. That's all they had available to them. They had nothing else at their disposal, no other power disposal other than to stop eating, right? And that resulted in a Supreme Court case, and they got the law changed. And so now they can't put people in solitary confinement for longer than 10 years. And so for me, like that's humanizing, right? That makes me aware of like the humanness that exists inside prison, right? You know what I'm saying? Like in this contextualization and this language of people being animals and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like that shows me that there's a human element inside prison, right? Of people who we call murderers and gang members and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? There's a very human element there, right? And so that's how I see. So like I guess that's how I see. If you want to think about, you know what I mean, how do we humanize people in prison? To understand that, you need to understand that there's a shared problem going on in there, right? And it brings me to something else that I wanted to touch on in the video. There was one homegirl in there who was going to get deported, right? Said she'd never been to Mexico before in her life, and when she got out, she was going to get deported because she was undocumented. Her parents were undocumented, and so I wanted to like show how this system, how this prison, because it's easy to get caught up in like people who we grew up poor, we made some mistakes, but now we can get out and we can correct it and we can, be productive members of society again. But what about people who, haven't necessarily, their only crime is coming here looking for workers, you know what I'm saying? People looking for, carpenters, you know what I'm saying? Mechanics and stuff, coming here looking for work, they're being put in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like being put in jail, being put in detention facilities, ICE detention facilities, right? And, the undocumented labor pool in this country that's being assaulted, right? There's like literally practically a war on undocumented people in this country right now, right? And see how it's being filled, saying how the prison system, how the prison is coming and filling this gap with these supposed, you see these articles, I've seen a couple of articles about, they're losing agricultural workers, right? They're losing agricultural workers because so many people are being deported, they're having a hard time for these jobs, and they're contracting out prisoners again. They're trying to